This might be what you're thinking right now. Half of people say, I would do this today. I would do this today, this moment, if I could. The answer is coming up with your number of the day. Running a marathon already seems like torture, but imagine getting to the finish line and then getting lost, trying to find your way back to your hotel room. But what happened next might make you smile. Do this in your next Zoom meeting to level up your life. And if you win the morning, you win the day. And there's a tiny little thing that you can do that will help you out every single morning. It's your daily joy scroll. That's coming up on The Good News Show with Andy, where I'm all about putting a smile on your face and hope in your heart.
The Good News Show with Andy.
The number of the day is...
Almost half of Americans say they would do this today if they could. It is change careers. And what keeps us in a career that we think is not where we need to be or where we should be? It's the fear of failure. But what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? You can't. When you're following God, you can trust him. And if you had one of those, I trusted God, and it worked out so well, Andy, moments, let me know. Hey, Bonnie.
I'm calling about taking a risk.
Yeah, what's that step of faith you've taken recently?
I bought a house and I owned another property that I was renting out. My daughter was ill and she had ALS, so she passed away and I moved down to help with the grandkids. She had 4 kids, and about halfway through, I bought this house. And I didn't pay much for this house, and now it's doubled, almost tripled in value.
Oh, so your big step of faith was doing something that God placed on your heart to help out your daughter in an incredible way, and he took care of the rest.
Oh, absolutely, and God was with me every step of the way.
Half of people say they would change careers today if they could, but what's stopping you? Samantha did it.
I work in healthcare, and my clinic closed down, and so now I am taking a step and following God wherever he leads me with my new job.
And Samantha, it doesn't sound like you quite know what the next step is, but you know God's going to be there no matter what.
Yeah, yep.
I hope this story makes you smile today.
Liam had just finished running a marathon in honor of his young niece, Freya, who passed from a brain tumor the year before. Every mile carried her memory, every step carried pain. And so exhausted and emotional afterward, he accidentally boarded the wrong train and ended up standing alone at a station in London. As the train pulled away, people on the opposite platform noticed his marathon medal. One person started clapping, then another. Then suddenly the entire platform erupted into cheers. These are complete strangers, applauding a man they didn't even know. Liam had run the marathon to raise money for the charity that helped his family during Freya's cancer battle. And after the video of strangers cheering him went viral, donations poured in, quadrupling his fundraising goal. Because in this race called life, you're never running alone. It may have been a while since you've had to take a test in school, but do you know that Jesus gave us homework? While Jesus was having dinner at someone's house, there are these people that were judging him, and they said, "Why are you eating with tax collectors and sinners?" When Jesus heard this, he said, "It's not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick." And then he gives these people that were judging him a little assignment that you and I can take today too. He says, "Go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice. For I have not come to call the righteous, but the sinners." And it looks like you've got a text from God. My son took your sin. He carried what you couldn't. He became sin so you could be made right. You've been in a billion of them at this point, but how do you nail your next Zoom meeting? Well, here's a way to level up your life. When you're speaking, simply pause for impact. See what I did there? Pausing, slowing down your delivery, and when you're in between thoughts, it's okay to take a moment. So you don't say the things like I say on the air, and ah. I do it all the time. I know it must drive you crazy. I think there's a deeper reason why we try to speed up our speech and we don't take pauses. This is the case for me, at least. I don't think what I'm saying is worth listening to. If you're looking for a house, it's really tough right now. I have a friend that tried and looked at all these houses, and I think she's got one finally. But God will provide the right one. And every single one that falls through means God has something better for you.
I have the best neighbors, and we really watch out for each other. It turned out before I moved in years ago, they prayed that a Christian would move in, and I prayed that I would be living next door to a Christian family, and that actually happened, which was really amazing. We were there for each other when our parents died. We were there for each other when our dog passed away as well, and they warned us of things they'd seen, and I, take care of their lawn while they come over and help with the trees. It's like very much a give and take like I've never had before. And I'm so blessed to have neighbors like them. And they continually say how blessed they are to have neighbors such as us. So it's just been great.
I love that. It sounds like it's much more than just you can go borrow a cup of sugar from them.
Yeah, it's been really.
This could help with meal planning. It is a question to ask around the dinner table or on your socials. It's your food for thought. If you could only eat one kind of fruit for the rest of your life, what is it? It's got to be, for me, watermelon. But it can't be early season watermelon. It can't be late season watermelon. It has to be August watermelon. It's the ripest, juiciest, most flavorful thing in the world. I could eat it all August long. I could eat it all year long. There's a tiny morning habit that can lead to massive success. It's your daily joy scroll.
Every single morning, without fail, you rewrite your major goals. Whatever you want to be, have, or do, you just write it out in a series of affirmations, one at a time. Now, you'll find that as you write your goals over and over again, an interesting thing will happen, is that your more important goals will tend to be rewritten first, and they'll tend to become clarified and to become sharper and more distinct. And every single time you rewrite your major goals, you're programming them into your subconscious, and you're setting them as a directional mechanism, the same way you would set the directional mechanism on a guided missile, so that it will move you unerringly in the direction of accomplishing it.
Bible talks about without vision, the people perish. And I just love this idea of this will help you figure out what your vision is for your life. Or I should say, more importantly, pray first and ask God, what is your vision for my life? And then go after it. When Ethan turned 9, he had a very unique request for his birthday. Instead of asking friends and family for toys, he asked for donations. His goal? To buy protective vests for canine units in his hometown. The officers were stunned. These vests can cost thousands of dollars, but Ethan kept talking about it, kept collecting money, and people kept giving. And when it was all counted up, Ethan had raised enough to protect 2 police dogs. He even hand-delivered a homemade check himself. One little boy skipped birthday gifts, so dogs he'll probably never meet can come home safe too. That obstacle in front of you may seem impossible to overcome. Moses in God's word felt the same way. He was leading God's people out of slavery in Egypt. Pharaoh's army was chasing them, trying to bring them back or worse. And then they got to the Red Sea. They couldn't go any further. They had to trust God to get them to the other side of the Red Sea. Now, if you know the story of that, God parted the waters. But the Red Sea didn't part until Moses stepped forward and touched the water. God didn't move the obstacle until the obedience came first. They take a chance that most people only dream of. They treat you like a neighbor, not a number. They help support families and are the heartbeat of your community too. So if you are a small business owner, I know you are working countless hours. If you are a small business owner, just gave you a little shout out to let you know you are awesome.
I'm a massage therapist and I heal people, and it's really exhausting on me, but I'm learning how to slow myself down a little bit and take time and take care of myself, because that's one thing too with the small businesses. When it gets successful, you go when all the clients are coming in. So one thing that's really important is that we have to make sure that when we do get that success, that we do take time for ourselves and self-care and make sure that we don't get burnt out.
And that's tough when you don't have a boss to tell you to take a break, when you are your own boss. But Kevin, it also sounds like you figured it out, that you don't have to work so hard because God provides. He'll take care of you. You're not working alone.